Okay, guys, what is the purpose of life? So, in my opinion, um, your answers may vary, but the purpose of life is to expand, right? Everything in life strives to expansion. If you see trees, they grow to their maximum potential. Animals, everything in life is expanding. So you either expand or you shrink. If you expand, you create, you become more, you study more, you do more things, you learn more things, you become more, right? So they say that animals can't be lazy. Maybe there are exceptions like pets, that like animals that were taken away from their habitat. But most animals are never lazy. They are always striving to reach their potential, their peak potential, right? So we as humans have this leisure or luxury of, you know, being lazy, to not want to do something or just wander around, do nothing. And so I think as humans, our purpose is also to maximize our potential. And I also believe that life is about expansion. If they say you want to earn money, you have to aim to help other people, meaning to expand, to give, right? Expansion, not destruction. And so one of the what I want to tell you is, so besides being creative and besides expanding, the other thing is that, I mean, growing in a Muslim family, we believe that this life is a test to basically discern the the good from the bad. And the good from the bad here is like people who have ascended or who became spiritual and connected to the source, to God, and tried to, and were doing their best to expand, who did a lot of things. They say after you die, what matters is the things you leave behind, which is, you know, if there is some sort of knowledge, people benefit. If there is a community you build, like a library, a spiritual place, and if there are good children you have left behind that are pious, they they leave good impression in this world after you or pray for you or whatever. And so even if you don't think that's true, even if you think that, like, maybe some people believe in YOLO, or you may think like, no, we only live once. Let me ask you this question. There is a channel that's called Revival of Wisdom. The guy is not a, like, I don't think that he's into any religion, but he basically says that ancient Indian cultures believe in reincarnation. But what does it mean? So he talks about, what Muslims call jinn, archons. Like, he says that people, like, the songs, the movies are intended or made to to basically the spiritual side of people, to turn it the upside down, so that it's basically to so that people become materialistic and get attached or connected to this material world. So they believe that by following, as they say, the matrix, or by following these, like listening to those kinds of songs, being, like they say, brainwashed by the matrix or whatever, they believe that when you die, you still internally love this world. And when you love this world, they say that you will be brought back to this world in an infinite cycle of hell. But as a Muslim, what I believe is, um, there is something that's, a discernment. So, like, good and bad, right? Like a duality, or sorry, polarity. And so, polarity is a law. And so, and in my opinion, those who did not. And even in manifestation, they also say that whenever you detach yourself, whenever you release, like whenever you stop desiring, whenever you don't want or need anything, the world comes to you, right? Even in manifestation, it's almost the same principle. Like when you align yourself with higher, with the source, and you basically become out of touch with this world somehow, that you don't get connected or attached to material stuff, you get everything you want. And beware, like a lot of symbolism makes sense, but you can't always claim to know the truth, meaning that internally, like even if they, let's say, tell you that internally symbolism or symbolism, Christianity, or symbolistic teachings, they can be true within yourself, but there is also a Hermetic principle that says, as within, so without. You have seven chakras, seven skies, or seven heavens, and stuff like that. So it's not only internally in your body, it's also external stuff. So here we're trying to reconcile the teachings, and basically nothing seems. I mean, I don't think, or I don't see that anything contradicts. It only consolidates, in my opinion. All of these beautiful teachings consolidate, and become a beautiful whole. And so there's one more thing that I wanted to add, guys. I completely went out of my head, but it's basically, I mean, as Muslims, when we pray, we aim for the next life, right? You intentionally try to go there. So you're not just living detached from material stuff, being aware. That's good, but you're also, it's like intentionally aiming, and when you pray, you're kind of trying to get there. And evidence are present, like evidence. This is not a secret. Like many people notice, many people understand these things, like agenda behind some movies, or symbolism or whatever. And so the thing is, those who are so basically what I'm speaking and what I'm telling you guys is a message for, or basically my take on my spiritual journey, what I have found out. And like I said, Hermetic principles and basically being spiritual, or um, becoming very, very like yogis, or like become like ascending to those kinds of people, you actually live like great people in history, like Jesus, like Muhammad. You live like those. And basically, in my opinion, religion is just high standards or values on a plate, and not many people value them because they think that's not permitted, that's not good, that's not good. But they don't question why. I came to those conclusions not following stern principles. I came to these conclusions going the other way, through spirituality, manifestation, and all of these beautiful principles, numerology, astrology, and all of these things. And so they reconciled each other. So it's kind of a beautiful pack. I began to understand like why music was haram, or why, for example, why music was not allowed. And the reason that I found out is most songs before the rise of AI were sad, or lustful, lewd, uh, you know, about indecency, or like, and it influences your subconscious. And so, but I'm just going, but like I that's my conclusion, guys. That's what I came to believe to be true. If you have any other opinion, let me know. Um, but I think that's it. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time.